This communist community does not harbor hatred toward the wealthy. Xifeng, May 16, 2013. Whenever communism is mentioned, some people automatically assume it means sharing wives and property, but this is not the case. For example, the second home, a communist community created by Lifechanyuan, does not practice shared wives. Firstly, there is no marriage or family in this communist community, so there are no couples. Without couples, naturally, there is no shared wife phenomenon. Secondly, within this community, everything belongs to the home. Members practice owning nothing yet having everything, but there is no enforced communism. In other words, if members wish to contribute to the home, they are welcome to do so. If they do not wish to contribute, they may keep their property. Everything is entirely based on voluntary choice. Regarding the outside world, we do not hate the wealthy, nor do we advocate depriving or forcibly taking the wealth of rich people for any reason. Egalitarianism is the greatest form of exploitation and injustice in society. The mindset and practice of equalizing wealth not only harm those who have earned and accumulated wealth through hard work, but also severely damage social productivity and creativity. Protecting the interests of the wealthy is protecting social justice. Accumulating wealth is not simple or easy. Wealthy people have contributed more effort, faced greater risks, overcome more difficulties, invested more thought, and exercised more creativity than those without wealth. The process of creating wealth is itself a contribution to society. A just society should have as many wealthy people as possible. Therefore, the existence of this communist community does not conflict in any way with the existence of wealthy people in society. We have no hatred toward the wealthy. On the contrary, we respect those who accumulate wealth through hard work, intelligence, thrift, and creativity. Just as peonies and roses can coexist harmoniously in nature, the same is true in society. We will never do anything to deprive the wealthy of their interests. On the contrary, we protect their wealth because we are also rich, but our wealth is primarily in the spiritual and mental realms. A communist community abundant in spirit and mind does not harm those who are materially wealthy. Society should be diverse, not uniform. It should allow the coexistence of various modes of production and lifestyles, avoiding one-size-fits-all approaches. Citizens should have the freedom to choose the kind of life they want. The government should not attack landlords and redistribute land. Those who wish to live a traditional married family life should be allowed to do so. Those who prefer communist living should be allowed. Those who choose lifelong singlehood should be respected. Those who work hard and create wealth in a capitalist way should also be respected. Eliminating capitalism is absolutely wrong. It punishes the diligent and creative, severely damages social productivity, and violates the natural order. Eliminating communism, on the other hand, is the most barbaric, cruel, and heartless idea in human history. It destroys and desecrates the beautiful hearts of the hardworking, kind, honest, and sincere majority. It is the ultimate display of inhumanity and inevitably leads to social chaos and violence, leaving no one able to live well. At today's stage of human civilization, all matters should center on human beings. All laws, regulations, and practices should aim to minimize harm to people. Harmony must always be the theme of civilization, primarily harmony between individuals. When individuals live harmoniously, society becomes harmonious. When society is harmonious, humanity's relationship with nature can also be harmonious. Economic development relies on the wealthy. Without them, the poor alone cannot develop the economy. Therefore, society must respect the rich. Ensuring social harmony, stability, and long-term peace relies on communism. The wealthy alone cannot guarantee these. Hence, we should encourage and develop communist communities.